Hey, it's Andy from Antek Automation. Today we're talking about something I hear from small business owners all the time. They know AI is supposed to be transforming everything, but they can't figure out how to actually make it work for them. So let's get into it. Picture this, you're running a 5-person electrical firm. You're on a job, hands full, and while you're under someone's consumer unit, your phone rings twice. Both calls go unanswered. That evening you spend 40 minutes writing up quotes, another 20 chasing a customer who hasn't responded, and you still haven't updated your CRM. Meanwhile, you've read 3 articles this week about AI changing everything. Sound familiar? That gap between the AI headlines and the reality of running a small business is exactly what we're talking about today. The tools making the news are built for large enterprises with IT teams and 6-figure budgets. They were not built for a plumber in Portsmouth or a solo accountancy practice in Birmingham. And that mismatch is why so many UK SMEs feel left behind. The first barrier is complexity, and it's the biggest one. Most AI tools are marketed with technical jargon that means absolutely nothing to a tradesperson or a professional services firm. You don't have time to become a prompt engineering expert. You don't want to learn how to integrate APIs or rebuild your entire tech stack. The AI tools that actually work for small businesses are the ones that slot into what you're already doing, not the ones that require a 3-month implementation project. The second barrier is cost. Enterprise AI platforms can start at hundreds, sometimes thousands of pounds a month. For a small business, that's simply not on. You need to see a return quickly, not wait 2 years for experimental technology to pay off. The good news is that the most useful automations for SMEs are often the cheapest ones. They solve a single specific problem and they start saving you time within days, not months. The third barrier is unclear ROI. Nobody can tell you exactly what you'll get back from an AI tool before you've bought it. Will that chatbot actually convert inquiries? Will this automation genuinely save time, or will it just create new admin work? Without clear metrics going in, you're essentially gambling. So before you buy anything, define what success looks like. Even if it's just, I want to save 2 hours a week on follow-up emails. Make it measurable. By the way, there's a full written version of this on the blog if you want the detail. Links in the show notes. Here's the practical fix. Spend 1 week tracking exactly where your time goes. Not a rough guess, actually write it down. Most business owners are genuinely shocked when they see how many hours disappear into quoting, chasing, scheduling and updating records. That list becomes your short list for automation. The highest value target is nearly always a task that's both repetitive and time consuming. Start there, not with whatever AI trend is in the news. Once you've found your highest value target, look for a tool that solves that one problem and nothing else. A plumber doesn't need a comprehensive AI strategy. They need missed calls handled automatically and quotes sent whilst they're on the job. At Antek Automation, we see this all the time. The businesses getting the most from AI aren't the ones chasing the flashiest tools. They're the ones who've identified one painful problem and fixed it properly. Don't try to automate everything at once. Pick one workflow, get it running properly, measure the result, then move on to the next one. If you automate missed call handling and it saves you 10 missed inquiries a month, that's a real tangible win and it builds your confidence to tackle the next thing. Businesses that try to automate 5 things simultaneously almost always end up with 5 things working poorly instead of 1 working brilliantly. Finally, remember that small business AI should be boring. Not in a bad way, in the best possible way. The automations worth having aren't the ones that make headlines. They're really the ones that quietly handle your inquiry responses, your appointment reminders, your CRM updates, and your follow-up emails without you having to think about them. 10 to 15 hours a week back in your pocket every week. That's what good AI adoption looks like for an SME. So to recap, the 3 barriers stopping UK SMEs from adopting AI are complexity, cost, and unclear ROI, and they're all fixable. Track your time to find the task worth automating first. Look for a tool that solves that one problem well and integrates with what you already use. Start small, measure it, then build from there. Enterprise AI isn't built for you, but the right small business automation absolutely is. That's your quick tip for today. If you want to see how AI automation can help your business, head to antekautomation.com or give us a bell on 0333 038 9960. BKTAGO. Cheers.